central area. The shift goes out. Vampire happy with this one as well. They get a lot of that hillside under their control. Rook trying to take care of Genesis, but Influence Rage taking care of the remnants of BTR as well. 2 players go down to a nade and a third as well. It's disaster strikes as they try and take down the final member of BTR. Just the one left remaining as Genfos gets that heal off, and now it's just Little Boy up on the high ground. The spray downs are there. That's actually D+ stealing away a bunch of those eliminations. But 4 points are in, and that is so sad for Influence Rage. It looked like they had a good time of it, but D+ roll in and ruin the day. Genfos on the off angle now trying to move up onto the high ground, spots the player, looks for the nade, launches it towards Lil Boy on the cook. Can he get it right? It's right on the ridge line, but it doesn't quite tag the full damage. Instead, it's only a little bit. Genfos puts another one forwards, tries to scare him. The nade is cooked. Lil Boy with the DPS gets cut down, and Genfos claims victory.
Genfos absolutely demolishing the Influence Rage team.
And they make it further than 3rd place. Another burst in the air there for Godless. Finds another knock. Just the one player now left standing, and you've got to imagine just one more nade seals the deal. Neos is there, but Weibo is starting to make their break as well. Can't quite find the angle. It was close, but not quite all the way. Gap has to break out, and with 3 players of IHC gonna be rolling on through. It doesn't matter that they lost a player earlier. Can Gap find something miraculous here as they march on forwards? Guess what?
That's 1 point. Oh, that's 2!
Gap
No, that's...
may be able to turn it around for Weibo. He's moving forwards. He's got that first aid. Only the one, though. But the high ground for Godless is there. He is gonna have to leave. How long do these smokes last? Gap up to the tree. He knows that he's there as well. The flush confirmed. Can Sook get res? Oh my goodness me! Gap 1v3 is what looks to be an impossible task. And Weibo take it away just at the moments of defeat.
Almost gets the re-knock with the vehicle, just misses it slightly, whips around, tries to go for the 180, and that is 4 Miracle Vibes out. They are the 4th place team. They wanted to tie back up, or at least pass Weibo Gaming. That is not the case. Weibo Gaming is sitting in a great position. Major Pride are knocked out, so that spot did not afford them the safety they were looking for.
Ooh, saving the teammate there, but there's an off angle. Who's that? Coming on through, it's Vampire. So maybe take another knockdown. Push over towards Tron, but Roycel.
And that rock, that nade would have ended it all. Both players counter shimmying, trying to go to the opposite side, trying to trick the opposite. And here's the recipe. There's a tree though. It blocks the sight line. Now it's a 1v1 back and forth. DBS out and hand swings up wide, but Genfos scout and Influence Rage takes the chicken. They had 4 players up. They lost 3, holding a 3-1 split, and I thought it was all over for them. Vampire still with 2 though. They can easily turn this around. 1 nade and the numbers are matched. Newsy's on that higher ground. You could have the sightlines for the nades, the DBS in hand. A little bit long range. That nade could have been disastrous. Does do a lot of damage. Isn't enough. Newsy's already down to the top side, and Weibo Gaming will clutch it out, but they do lose 2 members, and with all that noise, BTR is here to look for more points.
They've rotated back all the way from the southeast side. Goodness me, they're looking at 3rd party again. This is the aggression that we've been missing from BTR yesterday, and they look for more. Find 2. That's 7 eliminations now that they'll be able to add to their total. Playing on this northwest side. They're gonna have a good time here. Spray down onto Nomi. Can't quite connect the knock. We'll be able to find it. No nades, no first aids either. They know he's here. Actually, Major Pride are quite close to the edge here. Naomi goes low. A nade over to Depp doesn't find what he's looking for. Depp is starting to give them a little bit of nerves to worry about. Naomi down. And Effect, the last to stand, tags on with a nade. Needs to win the challenge. Confirming the flush, and SEM9 won the bubble. Effect takes damage as well as he steps forwards. Depp could go all the way. It's the 1 player left for SEM9. They play through the edge, and Effect in danger. He breaks out with a nade to the wide side, and Effect sprays around the edge. Tags a little bit more damage. Keeps it under control. Bandage to go. Spray around the side. With the bandage, he is going to be able to top himself up a little bit. Depp is closer to the center. He's got control, and it has to be Effect to make it work, but it's there. And finally, Major Pride close it down, but Depp was making it hard for them. Jibaji over the ridge.
5 smokes on Baron. I'm surprised he's not using it. And yeah, that is why. Now it's a 3v1. Surely BTR will close this one out. Apex last up. Might even look to deny the points. He's got that nade. He's going to need to lob 2 nades in a row with perfect impact, but BTR is going to do it instead. Oh, falls a little far. Apex tosses one out. That might have given away his position. Gets some nice damage. 3 more nades. The shot should connect soon.
He spotted one, and finally, they managed to turn their attention out to Apex. BTR
Feel confident enough, and they will start falling. Vibes will hold true with 4 players. It is not done for them yet, because now here comes Rook, a 4-man team out of Rook, heavily equipped. They didn't have any opposition coming in from the north side, came in so late, so they have all the util to work with.
It's all up to Tony K for Vampire if they want to convert on a good performance. But Doc on the inside goes 1 for 1 on the DBS trades. Now Eugene for Rook on the outside, default as well, right up to the wall. A lot of the Rook players have fallen, and it's Apex to stand strong on his side of the building. 4 vibes, Eugene super low, and he will fall down as well. Apex mashes them against that wall, and it is everybody falling in the face of the hold for vibes, but Vampire still have Tony K. What can he do? Because he's not got a lot left in the tank here. No util, nothing but bullets, and a dream for Vampire.
He gets a knock, still 2 more to go.
Boy right now, close by to Forrest and Fabian from D+. On the outside, the backup is coming through, but it's not here just yet. If BTR can open with a knock, that's great news. Fabian now next under pressure, and I don't think D+ are going to want to go in if he gets knocked. They are so close though, and they might have to commit. Fabian still just hiding. UMP doesn't have a DBS in hand, and the nade from Satalis to try and find the back lines gets value, but can they find a spray? Can they answer? Team Queso are here to play for a third party. Genfos trying to keep his teammate alive, but won't have any luck on that front. Satalis falls. Team Queso get dispatched. I think that's a 4th party getting involved. That's Weibo across the way, taking out that high ground position for Team Queso. Fabian falls next, and all 4 teams disengage from the fight.
Ooh. Name a better duo than D+ and playing really bad splits.
For trade, blow for blow between these 2 4-player rosters. A low HP player on the off angle, and it is 2 side swipes to come through. Another knock over towards Corker, and it's now just Genfos remaining. The Demuerte players have regrouped. They're playing as 3, but they're all alive, and Genfos is isolated. This is great news for Demuerte. Malloy steps out and tags a headshot there. Genfos with the MG3 keeping it in the back pocket. Malloy moves forwards, but Genfos lights him up. Does have 4 first aids, and now it's a 1 versus 2.
1 versus 2, it's not looking good for BTR. Potentially Cassacurse them here as the miracle that I called out for Demuerte, it is happening for them. Milky Way getting that revive Furia on the off angle, pinching him in. Time is ticking for the side of BTR now.
Genfos with a mountain to climb. 3 players spreading on out. The control faltered. That first aid went through, but that's a great opening knock over onto Malloy. That are right at the edge of the circle. It's not going to allow for a res either. Milky Way just has to get on out of here. Genfos still has damage to do, and Furia goes down next. A 1v3 on the cards for Genfos, but an aid from Milky Way. Launched it forwards to Molotov. Will just suppress the angle that he can trade on. The first aid is there. The MG3, he steps out wide. A 1 versus 3, not quite. It's taken
the
away.
Molotov!
Final moment, taken down, burnt away. Way of vibes to be able to spoil it for them yet again. Just not quite tracking there, Lepar. It's unfortunate. He's going to allow East up into the building, in through the window, up to the top floor as well. He's sat right underneath his enemy.
East is like a missile. So much suppressive fire, but it does not deter him whatsoever. He just keeps pressing straight forwards. Question is, can his teammate Baron get in the zone? That's not in circle, and I don't think East can pressure Lepar off this rooftop. Lepar knows there's that 1 player outside still. He should be focusing on that player and just look to dodge some nades. He's not really looking though. And he's actually going for the... I see what he tried to do there. It might have been better that he fell off because East was right there waiting for him. 2v1 situation now inside this compound. Good molly! Does not work though. 2v1, East is down.
These DBSs for BTR are just too strong. You can't do anything about it. And BTR, they go second, they go, no, that's not good enough. In the meantime, Major Pride rolling on up. They've been decisive on these crashes, and DRS, the next team to feel the brunt of it. Can Major Pride survive on this crash? They're given the spin, they're moving around really quickly. Keeping them guessing on the rollout. This is a brilliant push from Major Pride, keeping all 4 of their players alive. Can they get
third party
back into the fold? Third party, you're right, maybe from BTR. There's a nade being cooked right now by Lepar, and no as well. But there's a spray. Superboy is out there. It's U-High in disguise, and he is sending out wide. Major Pride, they have an excellent crash onto DRS, but BTR are ready and waiting in the wings to take it right on back.
BTR third party that with impunity. It looked like there was no one else on the map. So many teams near them, but they know the sidelines. They knew they were safe to do that. BTR, that was a very nice play out of them. But a little bit too late. Gets caught through the smoke. He had all the steps down correctly, but the spray from Weibo is good. And now the push, the solo should be stopped very soon. Nade comes in, a flash comes in as well. Goes down. BTR still on the warpath now having to deal with Influence Rage 2v2 situation as Lil Boy went down and lulled down to 1 HP.
Federal on the outside as well. Going to be looking to commit for this res. The Molotov towards the bottom of the stairs stops the push, but it actually fully disengages the fight. Superboy, UI out through the window, drops down and seals the deal over onto Law. Both players hopping out. Now he's hopping back in. UI giving them the spin, and he lines both of them up. A miraculous play from BTR, holding out Influence Rage on the south side, and this is a championship team. 11 eliminations. They are converting on a strong performance. Now Major Pride, in the meantime, trying to roll on in with 3 players alive, but they are just getting torn apart as their progress is drawn to a halt.